good old E major. Where would we be without good old E major? It was a terrible key for trumpet players. Whole bunch of sharps. But when I was a trumpet player, I played a little bit of modern jazz, a little bit of what is now politically incorrectly called Dixieland music. But I always loved that kind of ragtime stuff with a trumpet, clarinet, and trombone crawling over each other like baby spiders, you know. It was a wonderful kind of music. And I always wanted to write a song that felt like that. One for you, honey, and I'm through with the show. I ain't going nowhere if you can't go. I'm betting my life, my sanity too, a whole ball of wax and the whole 9 yards on me and you. I'll risk the farm, I'll take a chance, 'cause we raise the stakes from a one-night stand to a true romance. You're the one, you're the one. You hung the moon, the stars and sun, you're the one. And you're the light of the whole wide, wide, wide world, you're the one. Can't no hurricane blow this house down. Not even an earthquake, 7.9, would turn my head around. There's a blizzard outside, and the winds are strong, but I'll rock steady on my feet where I belong. Send a twister my way, let the lightning strike, but it won't tear apart this house of love, let it howl all night. You're the one, you're the one. On the moon, the stars and sun, you're the one. And you're the light of the whole wide, wide, wide world, you're the one. I'll play, boys. Mexico, and that big Okeechobee, the Atlantic and Pacific and the Shenandoah. You know the water is wide, it's cold and it's deep, and it all rolls together in a big blue ball at my baby's feet. I'll catch the rain falling from the sky, and I'll bring it in a bucket to you, baby, when your well runs dry. 'Cause you're the one, you're the one, you're the one. You hung the moon and the stars and the sun, you're the one. And you're the light of the whole wide, wide, wide world, you're the one. You're the light of the whole wide, 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 wide world, you're the one. Now baby, you're the one. Yeah, you're the one. Thank you. Oh, it's nap time. Yeah, I have a song here that is the only kind of song can only be written by somebody trying to go gracefully into their 80s. Last night I had a dream. I took a ride somewhere, guided by a moonbeam, honeysuckle in the air. I stood up on a hillside, I saw the people down below, moving like the ebb tide, far away long ago. I saw the house that I grew up in. I saw me as a kid. Saw all that I believed in and the amazing things we did. Saw Mama in the backyard singing sweet and low. Saw Daddy in the big war far away long ago. I was born a dreamer, that's all I've ever known. I dreamed I'd live forever, then I felt the wind blow. I heard a cuckoo singing, hidden in the trees. I heard a school bell ringing, and it brought me to my knees. Saw an engine in a train yard, wondered where it longed to go. I saw me in a boxcar, far away long ago. I stand before the seasons and I serenade the past. I need no rhyme or reason to love what cannot last. For now my dream has ended and the wind has ceased to blow. My future is suspended far away long ago. I was born a dreamer, that's all I've ever known. I dreamed I'd live forever, and I felt the wind blow. Thank you. Yes, indeed. After I wrote that song, my wife Judy thought, "You're not going to die, are you?" Well, one day I plan to, you know. Okay, I have to play this next song because this is one that when I was here and was staying with Allan at his house. Occasionally he'd have some of his friends come over and we sit and have I think we even had a workshop there one time. And this song here requires some explanation. But Allan really loved it. He loved this song here. And he told me one time when I went there, he said, "I've learned that song." And what I'm used to hearing is people come to me and say, "You know, I really want to play that song, but I can't play it like you." You're not supposed to. You're supposed to play it the way you play it. You know, you're not supposed to learn my every lick. You know, I mean, that's not the way it's done. Allan did not say that. He had no apologies. He just started playing this song, and it sounded like the damn Kingston Trio. It was wonderful. He did it just like it could have been the Kingston Trio singing this song. So I have to tell you, and I'm hoping I get through this. This one is an arthritis Challenger. Not that it's fast, but it's tricky. But when I wrote this, I knew it was one of my favorite songs I had ever written. And every time I play it for people, they said, boy, I love that song. And this is where they would say, what does it mean? And then 9 out of 10 of them would come up afterwards and say, I know what that song's about. And I'd say, what? And they'd tell me. And my reply would be, you know, you're absolutely right. Didn't matter what they said. Because they were absolutely right. Then an amazing thing happened. I played a lot with the guitar player from Deliverance, Ronnie Cox. He and Judy and I, and his wife, we were close friends and traveled together a lot. And Ronnie said that this song was his wife Mary's favorite. So he recorded it. And then, pardon the shaggy dog story, Dan Navarro and Eric Lowen were a duo from Southern California. And wonderful. And they heard his version, and Eric called me and he said, do you mind if we record that song? And at that time, Eric was dying of ALS. And so I said, Eric, please forgive me, but why do you want to record this song? And he said, well, just at this point in my shortened life, you know, this song really speaks to me. And all of a sudden, there was just a whole new meaning to it right there. And that's not the end of this story. I heard from Peggy Seeger. She and I had been friends. We often planned to tour together, but it never happened. She told me, she said, I need the words and the chords to that song. Okay. And I sent them. You know, I was thrilled. She said, yep, BBC is doing this story on global warming, and that song's about global warming. And I want to give it to them. I said, you know, you're absolutely right. So you get to make up your own mind. I still love this song, and I still have no idea what it's about. Lights along the runway, they say the pilot cannot see. Wings of rust and age, too weak to rage, will carry me. The distant city is silent now. We cannot fly away, we don't know how. So we're playing on the runway. There will be no way to leave the ground. Pardon me. Stars no one remembers, great dying embers, turn out your lights. Hearts like scarlet sashes rise from the ashes, shine on tonight. The broken forest, the holy land, fall to rubble and turn to sand while we're playing on the runway. There will be no way to leave the ground. and be my friend. If this must end, why should we care? We'll dance like no tomorrow. There is no sorrow we cannot share. One blue tomorrow we'll never see. This very moment will always be. Playing on the runway, there will be no way to leave the ground. So let's dance. No sanctuary, no angel choir. There's just playing on the runway. There will be no way to leave the ground. We're just playing on the runway, watching the Milky Way slowing down. Thank you. That was for Allan Shaw. Allan Shaw, who knew what a song was, and he knew how to approach it when he was going to play it. Yeah, man. Okay, I got too many songs here. How many of you saw the solar eclipse of 2017? Okay. Judy and I were coming from Michigan. We went down through Indianapolis and planned our route so that we would cross the path of totality in St. Clair, Missouri. And we got there and we were scared because we thought we were too late, but we forgot we'd been through a time change. And, so we got there and sat along the expressway with the exit ramp with all these people in their folding chairs. You know, it was a wonderful community. It's like the peaceable kingdom. We don't know who those people were or what they believed in, but we were all sitting there watching. I thought it was a beautiful thing. And so I just thought, well, I got a little bit of time, so I pulled out my guitar. Started playing around, a little bluesy thing. Started thinking of eclipse words. Dogs commence to howl, birds are hunkered down, the air is getting chilly, the lights come on in town. Everybody's asking, what on earth is going on? And I stopped and I started thinking, that's not half bad. And I thought, the only thing is that the world does not need one more 12-bar blues song. And this was a magnificent universal event, not worthy of, and so between the time the sun went completely black to the time it cleared, I had written all the words to the song. And I went home and I used some proper chords. Isn't that more eclipsy? So I figured out a way to play this and put it together. Dogs commence to howl, birds are hunkered down, the air is getting chilly and the lights come on to town. And everybody's asking, what on earth is going on? The moon swallows swallow the sun. There's trouble when the light is gone. Rooster starts to crowing, crickets chirp and rhyme, spring peepers peeping, they've lost all sense of time. The great horn owl's hooting, and the doe beds down with the fawn. The moon swallowed the sun. There's trouble when the light is gone. You don't believe in people, and you don't believe in love. You don't believe in science or the telltale sign above. You prayed for something different, and he finally came along. And now you're cursing in the dark, wondering where the light has gone. I've seen the great aurora and the endless Milky Way. I've felt the earth tremble and I've seen the buildings sway. But nothing can be stranger than the moon crossing over the sun. And to the world that's growing dark, there's trouble when the light is gone. You don't believe in people, and you don't believe in love. You don't believe in science or the telltale sign above. You prayed for something different, and he finally came along. Now you're cursing in the dark, wondering where the light has gone. You're cursing in the dark, wondering where the light has gone. Thank you. And if you're wondering who the he is in there, don't wonder too much. I don't try to explain that. That happened by accident. I don't know how he got in my song. It's the idea that we're living in an eclipse these days, folks. And so now I'm down to the point where I'm tired of playing for you people. I'm ready to play for me. What you want to hear, Jack? There's a little trip I like to take. It's completely improvised. If you can't handle it, just wave on the way out, don't worry. I've already given you all the best stuff I have. No telling what might happen here. Better go, pretty baby, to the grocery store. We drank up all the wine and we need some more. Weatherman said we're gonna get a little snow. So let's lay up in the cabin and watch the wind blow. Find you a girl that'll love you all day, treat her like a woman, she will never run away. Never live again with my back to the wall. I just love my music and my woman, that's all. I love my music and my woman, that's all. What went wrong with our love? A love that was so strong. My majesty, I opened my eyes to take a peep of them with a hurdy-gurdy man. What was that all about? Donovan, I used to try to do that, it hurts my stomach, And then the hurdy-gurdy man came singing songs of love. And it was infectious too. You heard Neil Young do stuff like that, and you heard, who was it was the Bee Gees. There's a lie, a certain kind of lie. I'm sorry, I just never figured out what that was all about. Say a man is made out of mud, a poor man's made out of muscle and blood. Muscle and blood, skin and bone, a mind that's weak and a back that's strong. Hit the road, Jack, don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack, don't you come back. Well, along the west I will. Well, wild-catted hell. I don't care if nobody likes my voice, because I've got a Nobel Prize in literature. Take that, William Faulkner, you dirty little tea. I can tell a story, I can tell it all, about the mountain boy who ran illegal alcohol. His daddy made the whiskey, Sonny ran the load, and when the engines roared, they called the highway Thunder Road. There was thunder over Thunder Road. Thunder was his engine and white lightning was his load. And there was moonshine to quench the devil's thirst. The law they swore they'd get him, but the devil got him first. Yeah. Y'all see that movie? Who played the daddy? Who? Who played the daddy? I thought he said Jackie Gleason. Did you say Jackie Gleason? Security? It was Robert Mitchum. He even had a hit song. He sang this song and had a hit with it. But guess who wrote this song? Robert Mitchum. That's the truth. Just think of what a great career he missed out on. Being a big movie star, that's just fine, but he could have been playing for people for tens of dollars, I sing E minor, and E minor. Down at the Mission San Miguel is the great house wherein dwells Don Carlos and the Doña Maria Elena Cantrell. Remember hearing the Kingston Trio sing that song, 1958. That song had an effect on me. There were people all around who were saying, they're not really folk. So it doesn't matter. It was a beautiful song, and they did a beautiful job of it. If it hadn't been for the Kingston Trio, man, where would I be today? Hang down your head, Tom Dooley, hang down your head and cry. Hang down your head, Tom Dooley, poor boy bound to die. I use this song to warm up on, because there's something in I'm extremely satisfied about singing this song. Yeah, when the Kingston Trio came out in '58, I had a friend who played ukulele, and he and I would sit around and we would just play Kingston Trio songs all day long. And then Judy came in where I was working one day, and she said, "I've got some bad news for you." At my age, we know what that means. But she said, "You didn't know him, but I wanted to let you know, and I thought you'd want to know, that Chuck Berry just died." Now that might not mean a whole lot to you folky folks, but in 1959, it meant the world to me, because I had a record player that had 4 speeds, 33 1/3, 45, 78, and 16. You could take something and slow it down to 16, and you can do. And then when you got it up to speed, oh, Carol, don't you let him steal your heart away. Girl, I gotta learn to dance if it takes me all night and day. Down Louisiana, close to New Orleans, back up in the woods among the evergreens. Stood a log cabin made of earth and wood. Well, if your country boy ain't Johnny D. good, you never ever learn to read or write so well. Play a guitar, Maybelline, why can't you be true? Oh, Maybelline, why can't you be true? You done started back doing the things you used to do, up in the morning and out to school. The teacher was teaching the golden rule. American history, practical math. You're trying hard, hoping to pass. You're working your fingers right down to the bone. The guy behind you won't leave you alone. Hail, hail, rock and roll. Hail, hail, Chuck Berry. Man, that's pretty good poetry in there. You know, poetry doesn't have, there are 2 phases to poetry. One is meaning, the other is the sound and the feel. And then he had the feel down pat. Just like this guy. Out in the West Texas town of El Paso, I fell in love, I got shot, and I died. I wish I could claim that one, but a friend taught that one to me. And it's all about editing, you know. Songwriters have a problem with editing their own work. Marty Robbins just wrote everything, it didn't stop. But it was good, it was good. Marty Robbins, a white sport coat and a pink carnation. And that, we love that. When you're a kid, you love it. And you learn to move with it. You know, we were learning your stuff. You were learning your rock and roll stuff. And then I started hearing that everywhere. Like, she wore blue velvet. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I love my job. Shake it up, baby. Twist and shout. Come on, come on, come on, baby. Come on and work it on out. La 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 bamba. Puro fitili nella la bandera de los Estados Unidos en Norteamérica y ahora la pública que simboliza una nación bajo Dios indivisible con libertad y justicia para todos. Do you love me? Do you love me? Do you love me? Now that I can. First time I ever heard that little lick was in my mother's favorite song by, I'm forgetting who it was, 1949, Joe Stafford. It was very subtle in the 40s. But that same, I hadn't learned to move with it back then. It didn't have the punches. Now, where was I? Sometime doing this, I would pull out a Neil Young song, but I have no more falsetto. A falsetto nowadays. I used to be the high vocal singer in a doo-wop band in Georgia, traveling through the Civil Rights South from 61 to 1970. And it was always the guy down below, singing the low part, and I was always out there, about, kind of like a little swallow. And now, when I try to do that falsetto, it sounds like the last 3 notes of Joe Cocker's "You Are So Beautiful." See, here's. Oh, I got an idea. In the 1950s, there were 14,635,300,000, I don't know how many songs with this chord progression. All you needed to do was to play these chords and sing something like, baby, 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 baby. That was it. And you had a song. But there were other songs too. And some of you, when you hear this, have a song going through your mind. And I don't want you to make a sound until I tell you to. And when I say go, I want you to sing whatever song is in your mind with this chord progression. 2, 1, 2, 3, sing it. Every song I could drink to that. I heard that was a good one. Took a walk, went past your house.
Late last night.
Well, the shades were pulled and drawn.
Way down
Or, you don't remember me, but I remember you. 'Twas not so long ago. You broke my heart in 2, tears on my pillow, pain in my heart caused by you. Now you can keep your Michael Jackson, because we had little Anthony and the Imperials. Michael Jackson, a strange guy. He was such a beautiful child when he was in the Jackson 5, and then as an adult he began to look more and more like some kind of reverse Al Jolson. If you don't understand that, you catch me later, I'll explain it to you. I see, speaking of Michael Jackson. Taylor. Come on, arthritis. What the hell? I got a feeling called the blues, oh Lord, since my baby said goodbye. And Lord, I don't know what to do. All I do is sit and cry, oh Lord. And the last long day, she said goodbye. Oh Lord, I thought I would die. Well, she'll do me, she'll do you. Have you ever thought about those words? Ow! Whoa! Hank Williams was getting away with murder with the old FCC in 1953. Played around and played around this old town too long. Summer's almost gone, yeah, winter's coming on. Played around and played around this old town too long, and I feel like I've got to travel on. Pulled into Nazareth feeling about 8:30. Looking for some place where I might lay my head. Hey, mister, can you tell me where a man might find a bed? He just grinned and he shook my hand, but no was all he said. Take a load off, Annie. Take a load for free. Don't hold it back. Take a load off, Annie. You folks are serious. I gotta find my way out of this song. I'm now trapped in my own song. I can go to any key we want. No. Okay. I tend to make fun of Bob Dylan. But I happen to be a big Bob Dylan fan and defender. I don't care what you think. If you like La Bella Voce, of course you don't like Bob Dylan. You're not listening to the lyrics. You're listening to a man who never pretended to be Beyonce. There are people who tell me, how can you like that stuff? Bob Dylan can't sing. And I say, well, you like Mick Jagger, right? Yeah. Can he sing? A lot of people out there who just use whatever they have. Like me now, my voice is shot. You know, I used to have a decent voice. And now I have words I want to sing, and I can continue to do it. And I don't care. It's kind of gone south. Bob Dylan. Uh-oh. I digress. I'm gonna raise a fuss, I'm gonna raise a holler. So working all summer just to try to raise $1. So I called Bob Dylan. He said, well, yeah, whatever. Now where was I? Well, if you don't like Bob Dylan and you think there's nothing to him and you wonder why he got the Nobel Prize for Literature, listen to the lyrics to this song and tell me if you could have written this. May God bless and keep you always. May your wishes all come true. May you always do for others and let others do for you. May you build a ladder to the stars, and may you climb on every rung, and may you stay forever young. Forever young. Forever young. May you stay forever young. May you grow up to be righteous, and may you grow up to be true. And may you always know the truth and see the light surrounding you. May you always be courageous, stand upright and be strong, and may you stay forever young. Forever young. Forever young. May you stay forever young. May your hands always be busy, and may your feet always be swift. And may you have a strong foundation when the winds of changes shift. May your heart always be joyful. May your song always be sung, and may you stay forever young. Sing it. Forever forever young. Thank you, Ian and Trevor. Thank you so much, Allan. Good night. Thank you, folks. You've been a joy to play for you tonight. Thank you so much. Let's do it again. Let's stay up all night. Thank you.
Don't put that thing down.
Huh?
Don't put that thing down.
It might hurt somebody. Oh, boy.
All your pop stuff there. I remember everyone was I was headed for those hideaway.
Yeah, I was headed for Carriacoma and then I get converted. I do too. I still do.